Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. D.A., thank you. Both these teams, Doris, relying tonight on the execution in their half-court game.
A little bit of a throwback, sort of an old-fashioned approach tonight. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of highlights. It is the NBA. We know there are great players on both sides of the ball, Kev, but how about this ability to execute under duress of a 24-second shot clock? It's going to be really interesting to watch.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Smart is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Davis, and it's LeBron James, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, they've got Warren. White is out there with Lowry. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Adebayo in at center. Outside, White. Now the pass to Lowry. With the teardrop, Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the Stifle Tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Warren. Three-pointer.
Listen, still one of the elite defenders in the game and certainly one of the most versatile. LeBron James doing defensive work.
That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Knicks. White the pass to Lowry. Smart against White. Here's Adebayo. Covington trying to break free. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Warren against Rubio. Misses off the left iron.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And James throws it down.
Amazing. Even a little bit off target. LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
The Nets have gone a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Now here's Adebayo. Passes it to Warren. Over LeBron. Warren, good.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Poke loose. Stolen by Warren. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. And again, it's New York.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. Warren on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Adebayo down low. Gobert on him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Warren. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Last time they met in New York.
And the last
Special, my goodness. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's deflected. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Smart. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Lowry. Last year, getting it done. Last year averaged 14 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now here's Covington. 6 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. The shot, no good. Davis with some nice D. New York leading by 10. Here's Smart. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Now here is Lowry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
And that one is good.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Good on the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Smart against White. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. And the dunk by LeBron.
So this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Timeout called the Nets. And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Outside Lowry. Pass to Warren. Clock at 6. Right wing. Adebayo passes to Covington, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Rubio the pass to Gobert.
Watch the screen.
Pass to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 12.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the pass to Warren. Back to Lowry. To end the drought. The Knicks pull it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. White up top, guarded by Smart. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. And James throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the Nets with possession here. The Knicks making the shot. Back to Adebayo. Warren against James. From deep three-point range, Gobert pulls it in.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And LeBron throws it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And, Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now, here's Warren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22 to stop the run. The shot that time, not on target. LeBron with some nice D.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Covington. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
And, guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
And he might be small for a center, but, boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Nets. And the shot is long.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
James against Warren. He kicks to Covington. Puts one up from 19. Good D by Rubio.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
Davis inside. He's covered by Warren. And that one drops for him. Davis has got 8.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside, White. Passes to Adebayo. Warren against James. Here's the floater. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Lets it go from 11. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Rubio with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Now here's Allen. Pass to Harris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
That's good from Harris.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. Here's Allen. Some solid defense from Robinson. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Here's none. And Covington sends it back. Schroeder outside. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Robinson, that's good.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Here's none. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ingram outside. Smart wide open. He fires. Buries it from three-point range.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now Schroeder. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's New York with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Allen is out there with Harris. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Smart. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Smart kicks to Ingram. Covington with the steal. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's none. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And it's easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. His size, the long arms, the shooting ability. The D has no clue as to what to do.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Can't hit from the elbow.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first one falls. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doris, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
Well, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Wood. And here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Derek Favors checked in for Christian Wood. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Ingram against Covington. Ingram dishes to Thompson. That 3 off the mark. The Nets have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Covington passes to White. Schroeder outside. The pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Schroeder. From deep. Got off.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Favors. No points in the game yet for him. They swipe it. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Knicks making a change here as well. James is checked in. Thompson up top. The dish to Harris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it only hurts physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never, Kevin. The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
Now here's Schroeder, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. Unable to get that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
And the Nets with possession here, following the score by New York. Outside Warren. Robinson finds Lowry. No good on the triple.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 18 points for LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Down low, Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by New York.
James looking around. Ingram against Warren from 13. The offensive rebound. Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Looking at the numbers for Robinson. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 7 points a game. Almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it. And eventually he shuts the door.
And that one misses.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Adebayo's checked in, and he sinks the second. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Favors at the elbow. From outside the arc. But they'll get another chance. Warren finds Schroeder. Now Favors. He's guarded by Davis. They grab their own miss. And Davis sends it back. Rubio the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, Ricky Rubio has defined point guard vision. He can see the floor so beautifully.
Warren on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
The drive by Rubio. Pass to Nunn from past the arc. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lowry kicks to Favors. And Davis sends it back. Here's Nunn. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
For New York, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Knicks. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Adebayo passes to Warren. Back to Adebayo. Clock at 4. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, Kyle Lowry has become the master of manipulating the pick and roll. Really pretty look there.
Floats it up for Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Nets. Here's the teardrop. And Davis sends it back.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Pass to Gobert. Lowry against Rubio. Right side Davis. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. And the Nets making a change here. Woods checked in. And so it's New York with it. 5 on the clock. Here's Rubio. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. It's stolen by Davis. Kicks it to James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And the first one drops. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for LeBron.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. Lowry from outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Up top, Adebayo, defended by Gobert. Warren the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Here's Rubio. Passes it to Davis. Here's Gobert. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Schroeder dishes to Warren. Adebayo kicks to Warren. Just 4 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Robert Covington comes in for T.J. Warren. And it's White in for Dennis Schroeder. Allen's checked in for New York. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lowry goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, small frame, but big heart. How about Kyle Lowry's toughness on the finish through contact?
Now, here's Rubio. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. 4 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Rubio's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range.
And so it's New York, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. T.J. Warren out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Lowry. And it's White in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Davis. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target with his 3.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Chuck up 2 there.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Right side, Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Lowry looking around. He kicks it to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And Adebayo throws it down.
Wow, what an easy look Kyle Lowry creates for his teammates. One of the best setup men in the entire league.
At the top of the key, Gobert. Pass to LeBron. Shot from 12. The rebound by the Nets. Outside Lowry. And there's the pass to White. From 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Smart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's Warren. Dishes it to White. Outside Lowry. White drives in. Gobert with the block. Feeds it to LeBron. And James throws it down.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Smart against White. Knocked away. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. And New York with a change here, too. Harris is checked in for LeBron. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Smart.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
The Nets have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
Shots. Max on the first.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's Smart with the ball for the Knicks. Up top, Gobert. Rubio outside. From outside, off the mark. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Warren. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And for the Nets, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. And stolen by Harris. Here's Smart. Oh, that's blocked. Back to Lowry. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lowry's got 6.
You get the sense Kyle Lowry's eyes open wide. If he's in the open floor and gets up court, look out.
And Gobert kicks to Harris. He dishes it to Smart. There's the double team with Warren. 5 to shoot. Harris against Warren. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And now a look at Rudy Gobert here. He's coming off an excellent season. First in field goal percentage, third in blocks, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Adebayo passes to Lowry. No good with the triple. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And now, in his second year of coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
Harris, good.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Warren. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter. Passes it to Gobert. Rubio outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And Warren, here we go. The shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road front. Rubio finds Harris. Over White. Off the left rim and out. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Lowry. And it's 6 points for T.J. Warren.
Well, how about the willingness to play through contact if you're T.J. Warren? If you got the body, fellas, you might as well put it to use.
Gobert with it. Outside, Smart. Pass to Davis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Davis has got 22 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 8, and it's Warren with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. White against Smart. Bounce pass, Rubio. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wood, he's checked in for Adebayo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for White. That one misses.
Well, we all know that free throw shooting early in his career was a major challenge for Rudy Gobert. What I like is he's made progress because he's put in the time.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Knicks making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one misses. And with the way Mitchell Robinson can protect the rim, Doris, there's a lot to like about that second-round pick.
Yeah, on draft day, Mitchell Robinson flew under the radar, but he had a great summer league. He got tremendous minutes early as a rookie. This is a great leaper, a great shot blocker, always something teams can use, both of those attributes.
Here's Harris after the basket by Brooklyn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 9. He gets that one.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Here's Nunn. Lowry covering. Ingram outside. New York moving it around. Thompson left side, and Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Schroeder passes to Lowry. Teardrop shot, good. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. For Brooklyn, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from three. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
And so he's able to get one of two.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Pass to Nunn. Kicks to James. The pass to Allen. It's Ingram on the wing. Shoots over Schroeder. That one's good from the corner. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistent.
Now, here's Lowry. 11 points in the game. And it's sent back by Allen. And they get it back. Covington kicks it over to Schroeder. From downtown. Knicks with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Nunn. That shot off the mark. Good D by Covington. Schroeder passes to Wood. Yep, it counts.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
The drive by LeBron. Outside, Covington. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Nunn passes to Ingram. 13 feet away. And that one goes long. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Covington into the lane. There's the killer two-handed slam.
How about the athleticism of Robert Covington? Go ahead, make easy work of it.
Nunn passes to Allen. The dish to LeBron. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. The shot, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Schroeder surveying the floor. Sinks that one from the post. Schroeder's got 7 points.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Here's Nunn while recovering. James against Schroeder, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. And he lobs it up. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. And they're on the break. Here's Nunn. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
And so it's New York holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The net shooting just 31% in the game. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Thompson is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Barrett, and it's Nunn in at the one. Now here's Porter. T right on him. Back to Powell. Just 3 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by New York. Thompson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Nunn, guarded by Powell. Now Barrett. To the left wing. Here's Nunn. Porter pulls it in.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Beasley, the pass to Porter. Back to Beasley. Lets it go from deep. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Nunn, guarded by Powell. Passes it to Barrett. Count that one. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Outside, Porter. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Pass to Nunn. Drops in the tray. Nunn's got 20.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Porter. Looking to end the run. Wanamaker looking over the floor. New York with a new 14. Here's Nunn, guarded by Powell. Lets it go with the 3. Beasley with the rebound. Wanamaker the pass to Nunn. He kicks it to Thompson. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Powell, the pass to Porter. It's Beasley on the wing. Stolen by Thompson. And pushing it up. Here's New York. It's good. And it's 8 points for R.J. Barrett.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Beasley outside. There's Porter with the three. Drains the three-pointer. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now the pass to Allen. Inside. None. That's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Beasley outside. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Good D by Thompson.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll start it on the road and play the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. First one falls for him. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom three teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Kept alive. Out to White. From the arc. Nunn grabs the board. Nunn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barrett the pass to Harris. That one no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Outside White. The Nets working the ball around now. Thompson against Porter. Over Harris. Porter, no luck. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Harris.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Some tough offensive tests. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Porter. Lays it up off the glass.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Takes the turnaround Jay. Beasley with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Powell. Porter looking it over. 11 feet away, and that one good.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Here's Nunn. White covering. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. Porter kicks to White. Pass to Porter. Here's Powell. Pass to White for the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Harris outside. There's the pass to Nunn. helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
A nice shot by Harris.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Here's Nunn. White covering. Bryant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Beasley, and it's sent back by Allen. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. And White with the stuff.
Well, when you combine good anticipation skills with real length, it is what makes Porter so dangerous picking up steals.
Here's Nunn. White covering. Allen left side. And it's sent back by Bryant. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals.
True.
This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for White. Good on the second free throw.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Here's Nunn while recovering. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Barrett. Here's Harris. New York, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Porter, to the inside. Here's Bryant. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
New York with the ball. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Harris's shot is off. And here is Powell. Floats one, and he sinks the layup.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Now here is Harris. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.